Hello viewers, I'm Ron Grant and you're watching 284 Media out of Tortola in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for tuning in. 284 Foundation and Nanny Key are partnering to bring an exciting new photo and art competition to the British Virgin Islands. Joining us after a commercial break is Mr. Alton Bertie of the 284 Foundation to discuss the details as well as how artists in the British Virgin Islands can be a part of this remarkable competition. All this and so much more. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The win. Oh.
What the hell?
I'm freaking out.
Is about these people.
It's always a pleasure coming to you live and direct from the...
What's poppin'? What's really good?
Davis has won it for the
Viewers, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. As promised, Mr. Alton Bertie, welcome back to 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, and I'm honored to be here.
Indeed. Now, Nanny Key and 284 Foundation, of which you are a part of, are partnering to host an exciting art and photo competition, which is going to be held in the British Virgin Islands. But before we get into this competition, tell us a little bit about 284 Foundation. I know it's a non-profit, but how long has the organization been around?
We've been around since 2018. This is the dream child of our very excellent designer, Kristen Fraser. She just wanted to give back to the community in some way, and particularly focusing on art, creativity, anything creative in general. So this is what it's about. The 284 Foundation is, we have about 10 departments, which include photography, even down to technology, art, anything to do with creativity. That's our mission.
Wonderful. Now, creativity is something that we are no strangers to here in the British Virgin Islands. We have a lot of artists, a lot of talented persons. When you look at the enormous challenges that we sometimes face in the territory as it pertains to the arts, culture, and creativity, what encouragement would you give to young, aspiring, upcoming artists?
I've been throughout the world, and the BVI has some of the best creative individuals anywhere. So we just have to nurture this. We just have to continue to nurture this, encourage all our creative individuals, regardless of what it is. I'm also a musician, as most people know, and we have some of the best musicians anywhere. We have people like Brent Hoyt, who has been around and he's been winning awards and representing, and then people like Kamau Georges, who is a Grammy-nominated producer who did work with Lady Gaga, P. Diddy, you name it. So we have the creativity here. We just need to nurture it. Imagine if we really invested in the creative arts.
Now, Nanny Key and 284 Foundation is partnering to bring a very exciting photo and art competition to the British Virgin Islands. Tell us about this upcoming art competition.
Well, firstly, this is a very pleasant surprise because, as most people know, Nanny Key is building about 18 rooms, and they're the ones that approached us and said, hey, we want local artwork. So how about we get local artists, turn it into a competition, and we could feature these art in each room. So they're looking for things that represent the BVI. So we're looking at beaches, scenery, things like that. But it's not only photos, it's photos and art. So this gives people the opportunity to go out and express themselves in the best possible way and have it featured in these high-end, luxurious rooms.
Wonderful. So again, they're adding 18 additional rooms, and the winners of the competition really get an opportunity for their work to be featured in these hotel rooms. Nanny Key is the major sponsor. How important is it for organizations like Nanny Key as well as others to partner and really promote arts in the Virgin Islands?
As I've said before, we have so much talent here, and sometimes, we bring in, like, let's say, photographers or artists to do different things, and we have some of the best right here. So it is very important to nurture these creatives, get them out there, and the exposure is phenomenal. Like, Nanny Key, one of the prizes is, obviously, there's a possibility of you getting future work with them, and they host an international guest. One of their most famous events is the regatta.
Of course.
And people come from all over. I've been there doing interviews, and they say this is such a unique event because of the BVI, and they just love it. People have been coming here for 20 plus years to do this. So imagine all artists being featured on this platform.
Incredible. Now, calling all photo creatives, all artists, Mr. Bertie, how can persons sign up and be a part of this competition?
Well, there's an email address that you can send it to, which will be posted. The flyer is out there. You can also go to 284foundation.org, and the information will be there. There's two different categories. One is for art, and the other is for photo. You could submit what you want, and I think you could submit about 3 pieces,
okay,
and go from there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. And of course, to you and your colleagues at 284 Foundation, we thank you so much for your work. Continue to do a great job, and we look forward to seeing more remarkable things from your organization.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, most definitely. Viewers, that's all the time we have with Mr. Bertie, but we have so much more content throughout the day. Of course, tune in at 6 p.m. Where we'll be bringing you the daily happenings, both locally, regionally, and internationally. I'm Ron Grant. You're watching 284 Media.